Cash One Pawn has the most extensive inventory of any pawn shop in western Montana. Whether you're in the market for firearms, power tools, bows, video game consoles, or sunglasses, Cash One Pawn has the best deals around. And now Cash One Pawn gives you the ability to shop online from anywhere. Make CashOnePawn.com part of your shopping habits. Also make sure to download the Cash One Pawn app. Cash One Pawn, Missoula's premier pawn shop, located on Roller Coaster Road on the way to the Y.
Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any Town Pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
Town Pump. Right down the road. Pump it up. Oh, yeah.
Big Sky Breakdown, proudly presented by the Bobcat Collective at Montana State. The Bobcat Collective is the NIL collective that serves Montana State University student athletes. The collective has partnered with Montana State to connect fans, alumni, businesses, and local nonprofits with Montana State student athletes. Opportunities through the collective allow student athletes to earn compensation while serving the greater Montana State University community. Sign up now for memberships and enjoy automatic entry into raffles for free tickets while supporting the bright minds at Montana State. They have multiple different membership tiers, and you can also be a one-time supporter, and you can also business partner or corporate supporter. Visit bobcatcollective.com for more. Kenneth Eiden joining us here on Nuanez Now, ESPN Radio. Has it set in that you're about to start your final season of college football?
I don't think it's set in completely yet, but I definitely know it's coming to an end here, and just using that as motivation to get everything out of it I can this last year and make sure I'm prepared and ready to go and have a good last year. So
it's sort of just a cool experience to add to your already great career, right? I'm sure you'll look back on this and think of it fondly. So what's it like just being here representing Montana State?
It's really fun. I like the fact that Coach trusted me to be a spokesman and to represent the team. It means a lot, and means that it's cool that he trusts me. And just love getting out here and getting to meet some of the other players has been really fun. And we've been hanging out in the old casino downstairs, but it's fun. So it was a good experience and fun to get to represent the team and my teammates. So.
There's so much, you know this as a Montana guy, there's so much made of the in-state recruiting battle and who's going where, Cats versus Grizz. It's a daily thing, right? Yeah. But right now you can just tell how important it is to recruit in-state given how many great guys from the state have become great players. Mm-hmm. I think you guys had like 8 first-team all-conference players that are just from Montana last year, right? So just representing for the state of Montana, and also just having so many great guys come out of the state of Montana. What do you think that just says about the level of football player that's being produced within the state?
Well, I think that people they look at Montana and they go, we don't have a lot of people here, so why come look here, recruit here? But I think we got quality athletes and guys that care about their teams and about the programs that they're playing for, and are down to earth, hardworking guys. And I think that just. I honestly think working hard will pass you by a lot of people, and I think it's shown. Like guys from other places, they might be 3, 4, 5-star guys, or they got the fancy trainers or this or that, but the kid who's willing to show up at 6 a.m. every single day and work hard every single day, no questions asked, is going to be the most successful. And we have a lot of those type of guys on our team, and a lot of those type of guys come from Montana. Yeah.
How would you describe just sort of the transition of leadership that the program's going through right now?
So I think we lost quite a few seniors last year, but I think we have a lot of guys who have played quite a bit of football in the past and have had success and guys trust. And so I think Caden Dowler, Taco Dowler, myself, JT, Titan Fleischman, we're all going to have to just kind of bind together and fill those shoes together. I don't think one person has to do it individually or 2 guys have to do it. I think it can be a group thing and a community thing, and we're going to just work together and make sure we're showing up for each other every day and do what we can. So.
You guys all have natural leadership characteristics too. So are you excited about that part? Yeah. It's going to sort of getting to be, you've always been a leader, but now you get to become like one of the leaders. Is that exciting for you?
Yeah, it is exciting. You know, it's especially for this program and this team, like just having the history it does with my family and then growing up here, like getting to be a leader on the team is really fun and exciting and means a lot to me that, you know, I get to put my name on it a little bit and more so than past years, and I get to, you know, be there for the younger guys more and, you know, be looked at as someone who's a leader, and that's a privilege and something I take very highly and I'm excited about.
Kenneth Eiden joining us here on Nuanez Now, ESPN Radio. So many of the stories around this room right now are just about roster turnover, or how do you replace this guy, how do you replace that guy. And you guys certainly graduated a lot of great seniors. You had some guys leave during the offseason, but you returned so much as well, especially in your position group. How much do you think of an advantage does that give you guys, just having continuity within the program?
I think it helps a lot. You know, you don't have to restart every year. You've got a good crew of guys that have built time and reps and chemistry together, so you're not having to restart every year. You get to continue to build on that, and every year you get to continue to grow and continue to build relationships with one another. And I think it just speaks to our culture too, like that guys don't want to leave, guys want to stay, guys want to buy in, they want to be a part of what we're doing, more so than other places. And you know, we've been really fortunate enough that we haven't been completely, you know, screwed by the transfer portal. We do lose some guys, but you know, we got great guys behind them that are, you know, ready to go and are excited about being part of our program and want to be a Bobcat. So yeah.
You guys have had some coaching transition too, but that has never really seemed to impact just sort of the flow. And a lot of it's because it's a familiar face, right? Like Coach Babb, you've been around him, and now he gets to take over the whole group. So first of all, how's that transition gone? And second of all, does that help when you do have sort of a familiar face, even though he's kind of a new position coach?
Yeah, that transition went really well. I think, you know, just being in the room, he kind of knew what the standard was and what we were about and how we operated. So then just, you know, keeping the ship going straight is kind of all he had to do there. And he's been doing a great job of it and bringing his own you know, taste to the D-line. And that's been really fun, and he's been a great coach, and has NFL experience that he's been able to share with us, and just like things that, you know, not everyone can coach, and he understands what it's like to be a player, and so that's been really fun, and excited to see what we can do together with him. And yeah, I think it just makes it easier when you have familiar face and you're doing a familiar scheme and you're not changing that much, because you're not restarting. Like I was saying, you know, you get to kind of continue to build on what you've been doing and continue to dive into those even littler details. You don't have to go back to the basics every year because you're continuing on what you've been doing. So
it's such a high standard, specifically on the defensive line at Montana State. Is that something you guys think about and talk about?
Yeah, we talk about it a lot. We always say the standard is the standard, and the standard is the lowest form of yourself you're willing to accept. And so we don't accept anything below our standard and what we want, and that goes from, you know, we try and take that into more so than just the field. We think, you know, how you do anything is how you do everything, and when you have success off the field, it translates to success on the field. So we try and make sure that, you know, we set the tempo for the team, and we're working hard, and we're the first ones in line. We're the examples, and always bringing the juice, no excuses, and yeah, I think that's, yeah.
Another interesting part about looking at your guys' roster makeup is all these guys that are just named preseason all-conference. They're all guys that were recruited out of high school, guys that have been developed. And I know that that's a huge priority for Coach Viga. I know it's a big priority for Coach Cho, too. So why do you think that is? Why is the development so successful at Montana State?
Well, I think it goes, like I was saying, back into the culture. I think guys want to be a part of the program, and because they want to be a part of it, they're able to continue to grow in it, and they're not restarting every year, learning new plays or a new playbook. They're able to continue on what they're doing and be able to grow 1% better. That, you know, if they left or they did something else, they'd have to restart every time. So
what's next for you guys then? Obviously fall camp, but what do you want to get done? Like how do you sort of put the puzzle together with carrying spring ball momentum into fall camp and then, you know, taking that momentum into the season?
Yeah, I think it's just, you know, never stopping. I think it's just, you got to go 1-0 every day and never getting out of the routine makes it easy to stay in the routine. So, you know, we've been hitting it hard since we started spring ball, and then all through the summer and then into the fall. So I think it'll be pretty smooth transition. Guys are ready to go. We've already been doing we've had practices a couple times a week, just player run practices in the afternoons, and just kind of getting into things and starting to get some contact prep going. And I think guys are ready to roll, and it should be an exciting year.
How would you describe just the collective mentality of this team, given the great run you guys went on last year?
I think it's just that we got to prove even more now. Everyone's looking at us to fail with losing so many guys and having that success. They always want to see you fall, and I think it's up to us to make sure that doesn't happen, and we continue the success we've been having and continue to build on what we've been able to do, and don't let the standard drop. So I think pressure is a privilege, and we've been doing great, and I'm excited to keep it going, and
Kenneth Eiden here on Nuanez. Thanks for doing it, man.
Yeah, appreciate you having me.
Bobcats win again.
So, 5th quarter at the R-Bar?
Dude, I could crush a burger right now.
Can you guys pick it up? I'm thirsty back here. Guys, what's up? Hop on in. 5th quarter's this way.
Oh, new R-Bar merch.
Yo, what's the 5th quarter?
They have food, drinks, and giveaways after every home game.
And these sweet Bobcat cups.
Oh, I'm in.
Take me to the R-Bar.
Join us at the Rocking R-Bar after every home game for the 5th quarter.
Let's celebrate the spirit